All right, so in this video I have a pair of the Gratitude Air Jordan 11 Retro. This is the holiday release for 2023. I actually have historically bought, I think, every single one of these that have released since the very first holiday drop many years ago. I think, was it the Space Jams maybe from not the last Retro, but the previous Retro? It was a long time ago, man. I just remember buying all of them. I posted videos of my Air Jordan 11 collection in the past. Latest and greatest one, though, as I mentioned, Gratitude is the name of this one. For those people that are newer to sneakers, they actually released a defining moments packer known as the DMP in 2006. I remember I wanted a pair. I tried to get a pair from a local boutique, and of course it was impossible. They were ridiculously hard to get, but it came in a pack of the Air Jordan 11s and the Air Jordan 6s as well. Now the pack of the 6s and the 11s dropped for $295 back in the day. Can you imagine getting a pair of these and the 6s for $295 nowadays? This pair will set you back $230, and they actually retroed the 6s already, a variation of it. I had to dig them out and find them, but here is the Air Jordan 6s, DMPs from the other year, and yo, this is crazy. So it's like we're finally getting our very own DMP here in 2023. So many moons later, I have something very similar to the pack. However, it is not exactly the same. I'm sure there'll be other channels that will be comparing these to the original 2006 pair. The obvious change that I could see on the Gratitude pair is the leather tongue, as well as the leather panels on the side, as well as the leather strips for the laces. All that used to be ballistic nylon, so now it is actually like a tumbled leather. Interesting choice. I don't mind it necessarily, but I do like that regular ballistic nylon that we've known to love, and it's just kind of like the identifying thing of the Air Jordan 11. Also, the outsole is a little bit milky versus like that translucent that we had in the past. Another call out is the pack that actually dropped back in the day. They actually had the letters for Jordan up the side of the shoe here, and some pairs actually made it to market, but most of the pairs did not. It sounds like there was some issues with manufacturing, and those little letters would fall off the shoes, so they decided not to release them with those on. And so some people lucked out and actually got them on the shoes, but they're not something that we've seen too often. It would have been cool if they actually corrected it and actually made that on this version, as they're kind of bringing a nod to the original. They'll probably do that in like 5 more years or something like that. And I would probably buy it, to be honest, because I do like the idea of having that on the shoes. Anyways, the main difference on the upper, as I mentioned, being the leather. Then you do have a higher cut patent leather around the sides of the shoes. You can see this is a lower cut of the Concord that dropped many years ago. I actually like the look of the lower cut better. And as you can see, this one features a ballistic nylon on the Concord pair versus that leather on the holiday release. I'm sure a lot of people are probably wondering, like, why would you buy this if you already have this? This is an OG. This is the one that people like love, just historically speaking, being the Concord colorway. And the reason why it's Concord, from what I recall, is because the bottom of the shoe is purple for that Concord purple look down here. And that's pretty much the only part of the shoe that is Concord other than the little Jumpman on the tongue here. So on the Gratitude pair, you get a gold Jumpman in the front here. You also get a gold 23, as well as the gold Jumpman on the side. On the bottom, it's just black pods. But all in all, I think this is a super clean colorway. I mean, anytime you have black, whites, it's just very simple. It's something that can go with pretty much anything. So I like that if you don't want a lot of color in your shoes, this is an option for you guys. If you didn't want that little hit of purple because you're wearing something with like red or whatever, it's nice to be able to have just an all black and white version, in my opinion. But all in all, I think it's a very nice wearable colorway of the Air Jordan 11 that is releasing in 2023. Now, discussion part of the video, like, what do you guys think about these? Are they going to sell out when they drop or not? The release date is 12/9, and I will link them in the description of the video for anybody that is going to be looking to cop for you or your family. I do feel like this is going to be an interesting year for releases. I do think that the price point of $230 is going to be difficult for some people. Also, just the fact that there is so much fatigue in general for sneakers, I don't know if this is going to be one of those shoes that sells out. Honestly, even though it is a really good colorway. We have the Air Jordan 1 Satin Bread colorway that is still sitting in some sizes. We have the Air Jordan 1 Royal Reimagined that is sitting in a full size run still, which those two are heaters in my opinion, definitely worth a cop. If you guys haven't seen, I did reviews on both of those already, but this one being a more expensive price point, and the production numbers historically for the holiday Air Jordan 11 releases are massive. Million pairs or something like that. So they're going to be releasing a lot of these. And I honestly am not sure at this point what is going to sit or what is going to sell because of just the overall market in general. But leave a comment in the comment section on your predictions. Is this one going to sell out? Is it going to sit? Is it going to be a fan favorite 10 years from now? I mean, honestly, the Gammas were the most hated Air Jordan 11s when those ones released. Pretty much nobody bought the Gammas when those ones dropped, and now the resale on those ones is kind of crazy. It's just kind of the ebbs and flows of sneakers in general, and I feel like this is going to be one of those shoes that long term people are going to be like, yes, I like that one. It's a very wearable colorway, as I mentioned, and it's a nice looking model. The Air Jordan 11 is just historically one of the top 5 models of Air Jordans usually. But given all the market conditions, it'll be interesting to see. Regardless, I'm happy that I got a pair of them. I hit on sneakers actually. I couldn't believe I hit on the early access and got a pair of them. I've been sitting on them for a couple days before I did the video. But hopefully you guys enjoyed. And if you guys would like to go ahead and try to buy a pair of them, I will link them in the description when they drop over at Nike on 12/9. And hopefully you guys can get them. If you guys are watching this video after 12/9 and they released, and if they are sitting, use the link in the description and copy your own pair if you guys are on the market. But I appreciate you guys for stopping by and watching. Hope you guys have a good rest of the holiday season, and hopefully we'll see you back on the channel for some more content. All right, peace, guys.